Hello guys, very warm welcome to Silvershine India, right? And today again we are back with the editor's work, right? Let's quickly see what's this movie is all about, right? It's Mazda movie, and he has completed the movie. Let's quickly watch and then we'll talk meanwhile, right?
However, the events that followed the Hiroshima attack permanently altered the company.
Actually, it's the second part of the movie, and I received that part first, so I wanted to let you know, like, how the editors, right, start with one thing and how they improve with the journey. See, any software you're going to learn, anything you're going to learn, it will not come in the one day, right? And I will not criticize today a lot, right? Neither the movie nor the institution you guys are studying, right? Only thing I want to say that when you take the first step, you think like this is the we learn everything over there, but the destination should come on the first step only. But you don't know how this is all about the progression, right? So how you going to keep taking these step by step thing, and how you keep improving in the journey. So what I wanted, so that this editor done starting part some way style, means he started the work with some style, now he is improving, right? So just quickly watch how the movie is looking nice. Okay, let's start.
However, the events that followed the Hiroshima attack permanently altered the company. Together, the city and the company had seen that they...
So you see, the more quality images you use, see, this is for the realism, whereas this is like AI thing, right? We provide the assets of this quality. If you're going to use this in your pipeline, your movie will definitely going to look great, right? So let's see.
They could overcome adversity and emerge victorious. The outcome was a resolve to face obstacles front on and never give up, which continues to characterize Mazda today. The Mukainde spirit sprung up from the ruins of a destroyed city. Tsuenji Matsuda, the son of Jujiro Matsuda, was about to follow in his father's footsteps as the next generation of rivals. When he took over as president of Toyo Kyogo in 1951, the company had extended its business with Mazda's three-wheelers and some four-wheeled utility vehicles. But the heir to Jujiro Matsuda's legacy had his sights set on the passenger automobile. The day has arrived. Toyo Kyogo unveiled the Matsuda R360 Coupe, a tiny K vehicle that swept Japan. The Japanese...
So you see, so far, the SFX thing keeps you binding. The motion, this is in the school of motion, guys going to learn like how you keep your viewers binded with the content, right? Have you noticed? Let's watch it. Okay, have you noticed how things are connected all together? If you move from here, you see you are not getting chance to see what's happening. It is neither the jerk motion nor anything happening, although it's a very new editor, right? I have to emphasize on this point that you all need to learn, right? One saying is there, it's all about you, it's the you only the artist, and you are only going to perform, so you are only going to learn. So the guys who learn in the journey is more important. Like, you know, the 100th step is still awaiting, but see how drastically in very few feedbacks in the work the guys improving. So you see the 3D work over here. So I emphasized over here, you use good quality images, right? This, right? In comparison, you see, but we need to maintain the realism. Apart from it, what you need to do, you see how things are, everything is SFX binded.
Destroyed city. Tsuenji Matsuda, the son of Jujiro Matsuda, was about to follow in his father's footsteps as the next generation of rivals. When he took over as president of...
You see, you will like things, these are like emphasis that we create on the guys, right?
Toyo Kyogo in 1951, the company had extended its business with Mazda's three-wheelers.
You see, 3D work?
And some four-wheeled utility vehicles. But the heir to Jujiro Matsuda's legacy...
It's all about you, how much input you want to put, because this compel you to learn the things, right?
Had his...
and watch 3D work.
Sight set on the
And it is very basic 3D work, right?
passenger automobile. The day has arrived. Toyo Kyogo unveiled the Matsuda R360 Coupe, a tiny K vehicle that
Have you noticed the sound effect? It is very much necessary to highlight your work in the motion, especially. But it should not overpower the. It should not be greater than your BGM. Okay, at any cost. Otherwise, it will kill the listenability of the users, right?
that swept Japan. The Japanese government had boosted these ultra-small vehicles to reveal traffic congestion, and the current Mazda model distinguished itself from competitors in this class with its coupe design and technical advancements such as lightweight construction. This combination
So again, I want to focus one more thing. You see, again, there is some good part over here that you need to focus, right? I'm only talking about the new editors, right? So what they need to focus means after this part, there's a video cut, right? The roto part, right?
Coupe, a tiny K vehicle that swept Japan. The Japanese government had boosted these ultra-small vehicles to reveal traffic
Okay, you just see.
congestion, and the current Mazda model distinguished itself from competitors in this class with its
See, the color scheme should always match, right?
coupe design and technical advancements such as lightweight construction. This combination brilliantly reflected the
You focus the background flickering effect, right?
mindset of an expanding middle class. In terms of total production, surpassed 1 million in 1963. By 1966, that figure had doubled. But before we move on, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more exciting business stories. And if that's already done, let's move on. In the 1960s, the Japanese government pressed smaller enterprises to merge their operations
You always need to focus on the motion work, right?
into larger corporations capable of competing worldwide. Many small OEMs were to relocate to Nissan, Toyota, or Mitsubishi. On the other hand, Matsuda was determined to
Always focus on the quality of the images.
maintain the company's legacy and continue on the rough but independent
Also focus how the things are moving fast, right? Let's see. If you cannot mix 2-3 arts together, see, this guy image moves, then this building comes, then hand raises up. These are the expressions, right? You need to express it. Then this already one is standing over there. So this is all required.
company's legacy and continue on the rough but independent route his father had charted. Felix Wankel, a German engineer, and his breakthrough invention
One thing I want to point this editor, see, you have to get this done. You will complain that sir is always keep asking about the perfection, right? So this can never be end, right? And I'll explain more, right?
the rotary engine, provided the solution. Mazda secured a licensing arrangement
You focus right now this, right? So how things are coming here and there.
with NSU, a German corporation that had
So it seems like it's a never-ending video, and your subscriber will not click off, right?
purchased the rights for the technology. In 1961,
So one more thing I wanted to point over here in the last slide. Just move back. Over here, for example, the line says this rotary motor, right? So it's all about how much you can input and how much time you have and how much effort you want to put, right? It is like mostly suggested by me, right? So what happens whenever you see this kind of thing, you can highlight these things, right? And it could have rotated in the it's a rotated thing. You listen and imagine if it started rotating while in the hand. So more 3D, more motion, more animation, it's going to create better. Because you guys have to do a lot better things, right? It's not only about this, right? Let's move, let's see, and what I have said, you need to visualize it.
Felix Wankel, a German engineer, and his breakthrough invention, the rotary engine,
Now there's a sound effect and it just starts rotating it over here in his hand. So imagine you must have been blown.
provided the solution. Mazda secured a licensing arrangement with NSU, a German corporation that had purchased the rights for the technology. In 1961, the concept of Toyo Kyogo remained distinctive enough.
You need to always be careful about SFX. You have to have something in SFX and you have to have something going on.
The corporation could maintain its independence. A risky bet, especially since the rotary engine was far from ready for use in a production vehicle. Nevertheless, as so often in Mazda's history, his
So you notice history, he used this old school photo frame, right? So these are the important things that you need to focus.
audacity paid off. Rotary cars, such as the Mazda Cosmo Sport
So you see again the video work, right?
110S and Mazda RX-7 are still among the most popular in the company's history, having helped put Mazda on the map. The Matsuda dynasty reign came to an end in 1977. Tsuenji's eldest son, Kohei Matsuda, had been closely involved in the Rotary project and took over as president in 1970. He, like his father, hoped to keep developing the technology.
I always ask them, but sometimes they get resource. Means there's a resource deficit every time, right? So they lack this. They use sometimes these to do work. Soon they will be provided with lot of asset pipeline. So these are data are not on the verge where they are getting things right of assets. Soon they will be included in the pipeline system, right?
Technology, but the great oil crisis derailed the effort. Although the Matsuda family no longer owns Mazda, the challenger spirit they established in the company lives on. The headquarters are still at Mokainada. When issues arise, the history and spirit represented by this location urge all Mazda employees to challenge norms and courageously seek innovative answers. The push for electrification and CO2 reduction is putting new strain on engine development.
So you see, 3D engine model you can easily get anywhere. So it's all about, it is the, you are the artist, you are the person who is imagining things, right? And this is only the requirement in the industry in future time. Like the more you get your hands on it, more creative, more interactive, more. So this is like the playground you guys are getting over here, right?
For a relatively small manufacturer like Mazda, finding independent solutions to these difficulties will be challenging. The journey is rocky and thorny after all, but it will be worth it in the end.
So again, this 2D guy, right? We don't appreciate.
And that's the story of Mazda. What's your favorite car brand? Maybe it is Lamborghini.
I think it's enough. I have like a very little short time over here, so I just covered this part. I haven't received another part. So hopefully, guys, you this is only about the new editors I'm talking about. Those who are like very new. So you see, when I saw his first few movie, it wasn't that great, but it has started improving, and this improvement is still far beyond my expectations, right? Far below my standard, but believe it or not, it is far better than 90% of the guys producing, right? I'm not talking about the other companies and editors, right? I'm just talking about the general people. But we don't have the competition, or we don't have the standard comparison with common guys and common team or common employees, right? So hope for the best. Have a high spirit and just mind my words. You are the guy. You are the artist. You are the person who is going to learn, who has to chase the path. Nobody is going to push you, right? Okay. Thanks a lot, guys.